Hey, you need to hear this. When she left, it felt like everything stopped. You kept asking yourself what went wrong. You retraced every step, replayed every conversation. You looked in the mirror, wondering if it was something you said, something you didn't do. You blamed yourself. You scrolled through old photos, scrolled through her page, and quietly carried the weight of the breakup, all while pretending you were fine. And then, just when you started piecing yourself back together, she showed up again. A message, a like, a casual, "Hey, how have you been?" And suddenly, you feel that familiar pull, that hope. You wonder if she missed you, if maybe she finally realized what she lost. If maybe, just maybe, it meant something real. But I need to ask you a hard question. What if her return isn't about love at all? What if it's not about missing you but about checking if she still has access to you? This isn't bitterness. It's clarity. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly why people come back after walking away, what they're really searching for, and how you can finally stop falling into emotional loops disguised as second chances. Point 1. She doesn't miss you. She misses who she was when you loved her. Let's be brutally honest for a moment. She may not be missing you as a person. What she really misses is the way you made her feel. The version of herself that only existed through your eyes, adored, validated, prioritized. You made her feel special. You lit up when she entered the room. You poured energy into her, energy that made her feel powerful. And now, she might be feeling uncertain, unappreciated, unseen. So she's reaching back, not for you but for the emotional high your attention once gave her. This isn't always about rekindling love. Sometimes, it's just about reclaiming identity. And you have to recognize the difference between being missed and being used to feel important again. Point 2. The ping test. She's checking if you're still available. Those little breadcrumbs. She drops the casual messages, the sudden likes on old photos, the random story replies. They're not random. That's a test. A ping. She's not asking to come back. She's checking if she could. It's not about what she says, it's about how you react. Do you reply quickly? Do you engage like nothing happened? Do you let her slide back into your life with zero boundaries? If you do, she knows she still has emotional access, and that's what many people really want after a breakup, not reconciliation, but reassurance. Sometimes, the strongest message you can send is silence. Point 3. Your growth threatens her control. Here's something most men don't see coming. She can feel it when you start healing, when you stop waiting, when you stop chasing. When you stop looking to her for closure or validation, she senses that shift, and that version of you she could once influence. He's gone. You're not cold, you're not bitter, you're just focused, you're rebuilding, leveling up, and suddenly, you're not someone she can control anymore. That scares her, because if she's not at the center of your story anymore, who is she now? So don't be surprised if she reappears when your life starts aligning. That's not coincidence. That's fear. Keep growing. Keep going. That's your power now. Point 4. Her new situation disappointed her. Sometimes she doesn't come back because she realized your worth. She comes back because her plan B fell apart. Maybe the new guy wasn't better. Maybe he got bored. Maybe what she thought was greener grass turned out to be fake turf. Now she's circling back, not out of clarity, but out of disappointment. Not because she wants you, but because she wants the feeling she lost. That's not love. That's emotional damage control. Don't let her confusion become your closure. You're not a second choice. You're not her safety net. You're the standard she walked away from, and that's on her. Point 5. Familiarity feels like control. Sometimes, people return not for love but for control. You're familiar. She knows how you respond. She knows the words, the buttons, the rhythm. And when her world feels unstable, she reaches back for what's predictable. Not because she wants to rebuild something meaningful, but because familiarity equals control. She's not always chasing you. She's chasing the power she felt when she had you emotionally wrapped around her finger. But your love is not a service. You're not a pit stop when her life is messy. You're a destination, and she gave up the map. Point 6. Closure doesn't come from her. It comes from you waiting for her to explain everything. To say she's sorry, to make it all make sense. Let me save you time. You don't need her words to heal. Even if she did give you answers, would that really make the pain disappear? Or would it just drag you back into a chapter you've already outgrown? Closure doesn't come from an apology, it comes from a decision, your decision to move forward. Stop waiting for someone who already showed you who they are. Peace is something you choose, not something you ask for. Point 7. Her return speaks more about her pain than your worth. Her coming back doesn't always mean she sees your value now. Sometimes it means she's hurting, she's lonely, she's reaching for the last place she felt whole, and maybe that was with you. But don't mistake her pain for a romantic revelation. Don't confuse her struggle with your significance. You were always valuable, even when she couldn't see it. Her return doesn't elevate your worth. Her absence never diminished it. If she comes back, don't ask why now. Ask yourself, what does this really mean? Because the man who knows his worth doesn't chase clarity, he chooses peace.